Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we have a sword here. This is the Macuahuiti. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how the mod lists the pronunciation. It's an Aztec sword, so it's a piece of wood that they've stuck pieces of sharpened obsidian in, and that you smack people with. And that is a pretty cool concept for a sword. Obviously, the Aztecs, known for being quite violent and being able to, murder somebody really good. But yeah, this will definitely cause some damage when you hit people with it. You do craft it here at the chemistry station, so let's get that looked at real quick. So if we go to the chemistry station, I don't know why my character did like a little drop thing. It was like freaking out. They're like doing some weird stuff. It's in utility, depending on where your utility section is. I believe it is. You're right here. Like I know that doesn't seem like it says Macuahuiti, but that's what I apparently say it. The legendary Mesoamerican weapon that struck fear in the hearts of battle-hardened conquistadors, the Macuahuiti makes a return. We don't have any obsidian, so still we'll have to do targets bleed for additional damage. So obviously it does cause bleeding damage. Does 126 damage with an attack speed of slow with a weight of 12. The mod author listed it as being a one-handed weapon, but also doing as much damage as like a sledgehammer. I have a super sledge here in my inventory. That's doing 264. 126 is not nearly 264, but obviously it's not a super sledge. They compared it to a regular sledgehammer, so I don't know if that's the difference there. But I think it feels like maybe a little bit weak. And if we do take it to a weapon workbench here, you'll see that there's nothing we can do with it. Like the super sledge here, we can even like do more damage, right? You can do the heating coils and all that other stuff. But this doesn't have anything you can modify it to make it a stronger weapon. We're gonna go test it out in some combat though, and we'll see how it does and see how I feel about it. And I will see you guys when we get there. Alright everybody, we're here at my Zombies Arena arcade mode. We're going to the Super Duper Mart, because we always do. Let's spawn in some ghouls. It's always good to hack up some ghouls with the melee weapon. I mean, I just like using melee weapons anyway. I am a big melee guy. Every, Bethesda games from your, Skyrim obviously, but like, as well as Fallout, I focus on making some melee runs happen. So let's, as an experienced person, I have Blitz, I have all the good perks you would need to make this as powerful as it possibly can be. We're going to do some VAT stuff. We're going to do, obviously, so with VATs, obviously with Blitz, the further away you attack, the more damage it's going to do, so that looks fine. We're going to hit that one like that, and it's kind of like maybe, I think it was even a sneak attack, but now we're going to get, in here where we're going to have to take multiple hits to kill people, and I don't know if that's, I mean, the legendary did go down after a second hit, and that makes sense because it's legendary, but that one's taking more than one, right? Obviously, if we use that blitz, we get that bonus damage, so that's going to work anyway. But as much as it's a cool weapon, like in concept and stuff, right? It's like an Aztec weapon. It's like probably a real thing. Cavalier, which is one of the worst legendary effects. What we're going to do now, though, just for my purposes, is we're going to equip a super sledge and see how that feels. This is just a regular default super sledge, right? Because I'm a gameplay man. Like, as much as things can look cool and things could feel cool maybe and stuff like that, if it doesn't actually provide anything new or a benefit, right? It doesn't look cool slashing, but the animations are the same as far as I know, besides third person. And I'm sorry, I don't check third person things. I don't play in third person. Like, that's not like something I have a preference towards at all. I'm very much an immersion kind of guy. So if super sledge here is obviously one bang and everything, but these could be slightly different ghouls that we have had spawned in here, but we are obviously, I mean, it's like doing double damage almost, right? So we will switch back to and we'll do the third person animations, but it is very much the sledgehammer animations anyway, and that took 2 shots, right? Like, it's just not as good of a melee weapon. Obviously you can't get the super sledge to your high enough level anyway, but this is just like only like a weapon you're supposed to use in the middle points, right, of the game. But I mean, I think there's some other stuff that you could be better. You could have a faster weapon that does more melee damage, because it's not like there's one like a one-handed melee style or a two-handed melee style like in Fallout 76 or whatever, right? So like you could just use like a sword, or there's so many other, a baseball bat. I mean, I'm not sure what the comparison is. I guess we could go look at this real quick and see what, like, comparatively what a baseball bat does in damage. That third person was messing me up. No, you guys, I really don't like it. But it's a cool concept because the Aztecs actually did use this weapon. They had a piece of wood and they stuck pieces of sharp obsidian in it. And since the mod author did mention in the crafting description for the weapon that they don't actually have obsidian, so it's only steel. But still, it doesn't really actually compete. And I think there's something maybe wrong with the mod, because I think it's supposed to. I think they're supposed to do as much damage, right? Like as a super sledge, and it's just not for me, and I'm not sure why that would cause that. But if we look at here, the swatter's doing more damage. Regular default baseball bat at 132 is doing more damage. Same attack speed, right? That's without modifications or whatever, and it weighs significantly less. Like, this is a heavy blade. So I'm not really sure the extreme benefit of this, besides the fact that it looks cool, and if you really like the look of it, then you can use it. But if it doesn't offer a gameplay benefit, I just can't be a fan of it, my personal self. Let me just heal up here real quick. Sick. Alright. But yeah, you should, I mean, if you want to check it out, you can. There will be a link in the top of the description to the Macuahuiti Aztec sword, and you can download it for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating down below. If you didn't like the video, you can dislike the video. That's okay too. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. That way you can take more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.